friend. Okay, so now I am sharing A Heart for Keeps, another one of the stories in my Chapel Pines series. So sweet, small town, contemporary romance. So this is Shannon's story. So she's the oldest sister of the siblings that own the McKagan Inn. Her backstory is she got married very young to one of those guys that's really charming, but he was the type who could never keep his promises. And he just didn't, he wasn't a father figure, and he didn't stay. He didn't keep his promise to her, his commitments, and he just followed job after job after job because he couldn't keep commitments or promises even in employment. Shannon has made peace with that, but what she does not like is when show up and make promises to her daughter Brighton, because promises should be for keeps, and hence the title, A Heart for Keeps. She's happy with her life. She's working at the inn, trying to keep it going. Their mother had a stroke, so she's also trying to fill in as the matron, I guess, of the family, and she's level-headed. She also is the one who is coming up with new ideas to make the inn better. She's the one who wants the carriage house to be more than a carriage house, to make it into more rooms, and she's come up with the idea to make it also into a big wedding reception hall, which Constance and Nance, of course, are going to have their wedding in there. And Levi, Wyatt's best friend, is still working on it. He's a soldier who has come back from war after saving Wyatt's life. Actually, they were in the same unit, and he is a wounded, I told you I love wounded heroes. Anyway, he was really wounded, but now is a very capable carpenter, even though he's lost a portion of one of his arms. He's the love interest of the other sister, so I just want to throw that in there, that he's there, he's in the background, in the stories, in the town. So Shannon's love interest comes to them through a wedding ring. So just as Gracie came to them with the wedding gown, and Constance started it with the tortoiseshell comb, Shannon has made a display in the carriage house, or is working on it, gathering some of these things, and she decides it would be a great way to promote the inn. And she has run a promotional in the newspaper, and Blake, who is over in Louisiana, he's an architect, and he sees the picture of this old couple from the 1800s in the picture, and he notices the ring the bride is wearing, and he reads the story about the piece, and it's like, oh, that's a one-of-a-kind ring, but that's the ring that my grandfather gave my grandmother. So it's important to his family. It's part of his family heirlooms, and it's the ring he plans on giving his wife. It's a very important ring to his family. But he decides, he's got some time. He's an architect, wants to get his mind cleared. So he's like, well, I'll just drive over to Texas, Chapel Pines, and I'll show them the ring. Maybe they can put it on display for a little bit, just because he's a good guy, and I got to get him to Texas somehow. Shannon, of course, wants it forever to keep for her collection as part of the inn. And so then they have a fun little battle ensues, and they decide they're going to do some research together. So that's how they are brought together. It's not just a love story between Shannon and Blake, although it is a great love story between them. It's a love story that involves creating a family and being there for Brighton, and how Blake is going to fit into that. And is he worthy of that? I hope you enjoy it. So that's the rundown. Again, subscribe to me, follow me, go grab up your books. I've got the links down below. And if you have any questions, I'd love to hear from readers. Bye, friend.